He's putting in his 2 cents. Why, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa for those of you who are new here, and thank you so much for watching. In today's video, we are going to be doing a try-on slash haul from my order from Sephora. I actually went in store and purchased some items, and we'll just kind of try them on and do like a first impressions and chit chat a little bit as well. I took advantage of the Sephora VIB sale, and unfortunately by the time this video goes up, the sale will be over with, unfortunately. If you are new here, I am a brand new mom of twin boys. As of time of filming, they're about to be 2 months old, which is unbelievable. I cannot believe that time has gone so fast, and I have been just getting my groove with them, and I've been trying to get the routine going. So actually right now my husband is with them, so don't need to ramble too much. Whew, it feels so good to get back in the studio and film. It's been a while since I've done that, and I'll be filming a couple more videos this week as well. So subscribe and stay tuned for that. I'll actually give a more in-depth life update as well. So yeah, all right. Let me zoom you guys in because we do have some makeup products, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, you might hear some noise in the background. The boys are starting to wake up from their nap, so this might need to be a pretty quick get ready session. So, all right, got my bag here, and let's just start with some things that are not makeup, and I'll be utilizing, and then I can let you know my thoughts on later on. So like I said earlier, I'm a brand new mom of twins. They're about to be 2 months old, so I am dealing with postpartum and what all of that entails. I'm just looking over and realize I did not change my calendar. This is how all over the place I've been. I've barely been in this room, and it kind of shows. It's the fact that my calendar is still showing March. Anyways, yeah, so I am in the postpartum period, and hormone imbalances, and one thing I really wanted to make sure and do is keeping my hair healthy. It is taken a long time for me to grow it this long, and I don't want to lose it, so I wanted to strengthen it. And what I saw, I was shopping Ulta months ago, and I saw this, and I knew I wanted to get this for my postpartum. What is it, Marissa? It is the Briogeo Destined for Density Caffeine and Biotin Peptide Density Shampoo and Conditioner. This is a system with Briogeo, and this shampoo and conditioner combines scientifically proven ingredients like copper peptides and zinc with hair essential vitamins like biotin and vitamin E to help support thicker looking hair. And it says this conditioner / this shampoo also contains caffeine, green coffee oil, and CoQ10 to encourage nutrient-rich microcirculation to the scalp and roots for fuller, healthier looking hair. Now, I have very thin, fine hair. However, I have a lot of it, so it comes off fuller than it is. But realistically, yeah, I have thin hair. And with postpartum, you run the risk of losing a lot of hair. Luckily, I haven't had a whole lot of that, but I feel like this particular system will help prevent that and also kind of re-strengthen it with the, all the hormone imbalances. I've used Briogeo before. I've been using their apple and matcha. I'll post a picture of it. Apple and matcha system, and that's worked really well, and I've used this for the past, I want to say 2-3 years, and I feel like it's a good time for me to shift. And Briogeo is a really good brand. I've used several different products from them, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So I got the shampoo and conditioner, and then the third item in their system is the Mega Strength Plus Serum, and this one states, so this one doesn't have harsh sulfates, silicones, parabens, phthalates, artificial dyes. This serum is a potent yet lightweight formula featuring 5% of our unique follicle support complex, including scientifically proven ingredients like copper peptides and zinc to help support thicker looking hair. It's a fragrance-free formula, also containing caffeine, similar ingredients, and these ingredients are encourage nutrient-rich microcirculation to the scalp and hair roots for fuller, healthier looking hair. So this is actually something I wasn't going to get, but my husband was also looking for something like this, so we'll both kind of test this out. He has a little bit thicker hair than I do, but his still leans on the thinner side. Again, has a lot of it, so his hair ends up being a little bit fuller, but he's wanting to thicken his hair as well, so he was also wanting to try this out. So I got these 3 for my postpartum hair, and we will see how it goes. And probably I want to give it a good few months, kind of like what I do with skincare, to see how I really feel about it. And so stay tuned for that. And then the skincare item I got is the Dermalogica Daily Superfoliant, and it's a resurfacing charcoal-based powder exfoliant. I had the regular like their super foliant or their daily foliant. What was it called? Yeah, daily foliant, something like that. And I had it in a mini, and I really liked it. They were out of it, but I saw this super foliant one, and I figured I'd give it a shot. I've noticed also too postpartum how dry my skin has been. Granted, it could be from, you know, lack of sleep, lack of hydration. That could be really contributing to it. And so I figured I'd pick this up in the full size. It took me a long time to use up that mini, so I know this will last me a long time as well. So I was really excited to try that out. Also, side note, I made myself a boba drink. That's been my, like, I guess people's equivalent, it's the equivalent to a lot of people's like Starbucks drink or matcha lattes, or like for me, it's all about the boba. I've been making like kits at home, and I've been really enjoying it. Okay, now onto the makeup. There were some things I was surprised I really wanted to try, and others I've been kind of on my radar. I almost have a full face, but not quite, so I'll kind of just grab from my like makeup rotation to fill in. All right, for foundation, I grabbed the Ilia Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. And so this is their foundation stick. And I got it in the shade 6 in Aspen. If you are new, I tried the Fenty Stick Foundation, and that was like the first foundation stick I've ever tried. And I'm completely in love with the component type. I saw this and I was like, ooh, I really like Ilia, and it's been a brand I've been wanting to try more of. So I was definitely interested. Oh, wow. It's got the imprint, like Ilia on it. I don't know if you can see, but that's the shade. It seems like it's a pretty good match. It might be, it's probably a little dark. That's the other thing. A lot of my complexion products, except for 1 or 2, are way too dark for me because I've been like inside or in the hospital. I've been staying out of the sun. Also on top of it, we're really starting to see the sun more here in Texas, but it's been on and off of rainy, cold weather, and then it shoots up to 80. So my skin hasn't really seen the sun. So this might be a little dark, but we might be okay. It's a really nice, it's a really nice foundation stick. It has this like indent for your finger. I don't know if you can see, but it has this indent for your finger, and it says Ilia on it. I love that the component here is the same tone as the shade. Now this claims it's a weightless, firming, smoothing ceramide peptide complex, butterfly, lavender, and kelp extract formula, and it says this foundation is youth in a foundation stick, which I'm definitely needing being a new mom. It says this groundbreaking formula fuses weightless, buildable coverage with powerful firming and smoothing ingredients. It's a natural matte finish, okay? Melts in and moves with you, staying seamless for up to 12 hours. I'm not going to be able to do a wear test, but we'll just try it out, and I'll be trying it out and let you know my thoughts. With every wear, fine lines and wrinkles visibly soften for a youthful lifted look. No needles lifted. No needles needed. And it says, use fingers or a shadow brush to pat into skin. Okay. If it's a stick, why would you need to use your fingers? Oh, for conceal. Oh my gosh, my brain. says to conceal, use fingers or our shadow brush to pat into skin. For all over coverage, swipe directly onto skin and blend with fingers, again with the fingers, or our complexion brush. Can be used to contour and highlight. Okay, so again, I like the component. It's really easy to hold. It feels like it's nice packaging, doesn't feel cheap or anything. I hate to like mess up this imprint, but gotta do it. So let's see, how much do you actually get in here? That's the other thing. 0.35 ounces. So let's see, just hopefully I don't break this because that will be really annoying. Also, I will link everything I'm using down below. Wow, you get a ton. All right, no need to dilly-dally any longer. Let's just... Oh, it's actually lighter than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna do one side so we can get an idea. Wow, that actually is a better shade match and the imprint is still there. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go into, I'm wanting like a stiff foundation brush. So yeah, I'm gonna go into this BH Cosmetics one. Okay. Yeah, it's a better shade match than I thought. It looked like it was gonna be too dark. Now it says you can use it as concealer. I'm not gonna do that today because I have a different concealer I want to use. So definitely melted in the skin pretty good. I definitely agree, definitely leaning more matte finish. With those swipes, I would definitely say medium coverage. It took down the redness. So here's without and with. Let me know your thoughts. I definitely think light to medium coverage because I feel like my freckles are still kind of showing. But yeah, I'm really surprised how good of a shade match that is, especially right now. Yeah, that looks really good. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's sitting on top. All right. I don't know if I would ever blend this into, or I don't know if I would ever blend this with my fingers. It's just not my style. And then, okay, so I'm gonna do that side and see, and then we'll see if I need more coverage, and if so, I'll build it up. I've definitely established I like more light to medium coverage. I don't mind seeing my freckles. I definitely like to tone down my redness and just kind of even everything out. Definitely feel like, yeah, it's not sitting on top of my skin. It feels like my face, it looks like skin, just a little more evened out. And any hydration that I'm seeing, I think is from like my skincare moisturizer. Now, do I want to build it up? I feel like if I built it up, it would just kind of ruin it, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like this coverage is what I like. Because you can still see my freckles. It still looks like skin. It doesn't look like a total like blank canvas where it's very obvious I'm wearing makeup. So, all right. That's not what I expected, especially after it said like to use your fingers. And also that shade looked way too dark. Well, yeah, it looked a little dark. So I would say do a darker shade than you think based off of that. Because if I went lighter, I think it would have been way too light, you know? And I've adjusted like my lights and stuff, so this is really accurate. All right. Well, that's a good surprise. Okay, for concealer, I grabbed a mini of the Kosas Revealer Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer, also in the shade 4N. I've heard good things about this concealer. I just never pulled the trigger, and then I saw that they had minis, and I love minis. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, so here's the shade. Love the packaging. Love the yellow packaging. It's a medium coverage, super creamy concealer, eye cream and spot treatment in one that visibly brightens and helps reveal your best skin. We shall see. And being a new mom of twin boys, I definitely need concealer. So let's see. Ooh, really lightweight. All right. I always forget to do that because I'm just so used to my concealer routine. It feels thicker than what I'm used to. It definitely looks way too yellow. So that's fun. Yeah, it definitely looks way too yellow. All right. Just kind of, well, maybe it'll help kind of cancel out the dark circles. Yeah, I'm still in the phase that babies aren't sleeping through the night. Wow, that blended out really quickly. Yeah, I think it's just a touch too dark right now. I think it'll work really well with my like more summer color when I'm back out in outside more. See, you can kind of see a little bit, but it's not too bad. It was very hydrating. I think that part was really nice and really quick, easy to blend. I have normal / dry skin, more honestly normal, and in the winter time my skin tends to get really dry, and so I like a more hydrating like concealer, and I like a more hydrating glowy finish, so I'm liking that. That looks pretty good. I do think the shade is just a little dark, so it's making my eyes look darker than what they are. But decent coverage, like really hydrating from what I'm liking. I'll have to kind of compare it to like Natasha Denona, the Fenty, and really see which one I'm liking best. I do like the mini, and I think I will be able to use this up pretty quickly if I like it, obviously. Yeah. I do think with what my shade is right now, I do think this is too dark. However, again, normal routine, I think this would be okay. It's so crazy. In the bottle, it looks like it would be a really good shade match, but it's definitely leaning yellow. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one also too, I think will need to be set because it's already breaking down, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I like the feeling of it so far, but we'll have to see on what the wear will be. All right. I got a cream bronzer. Did I need another cream bronzer? No, I did not. But I couldn't help myself. I got the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick, and this is in the shade Hope. The packaging, and it's their fair shade. It was the only shade they had left, which I was really surprised. So the only reason I pulled the trigger is one, I'm looking a lot fairer right now, so this should work. Get the triangle component, which is their like thing. LYS's all their components are in a triangle shape. So this is looking a little yellow, but I think I can make it work. All right, what are it says, achieve that vibrant sun-kissed glow year-round with this creamy bronzer stick that instantly brings depth and dimension to the face. Easy to blend, lightweight formula glides onto the skin to create a diffused, natural-looking shadow effect that brings your favorite features to the forefront. Formulated with soothing skincare ingredients, it's a multitasking bronzer, radiates the complexion, leaving behind a healthy-looking glow. And it says you can apply it directly and then use a brush or a sponge. So we'll see. See how this goes and see if it's dark enough. That's the question. This triangle shape is a little confusing because I'm like wanting to do this, but I feel like that might be too much. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of do one side, just kind of see. Wow, it's very, very smooth. Very smooth. I like to blend my cream bronzers with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer Brush. It's just been my favorite for that. Wow, that... Okay. That blended in super quickly. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It looks a little, I think, too yellow for my liking. However, I think I can make it work. It feels definitely, like on camera, it definitely looks a little bit more like gray and contoury than it does like bronze. So yeah, that's the tone. And I think that, I mean, that blended in 2 seconds. So the formula itself, I think, is fantastic. The shade, I think, will only work for when I'm this fair. Which, for a while, it's gonna be the case for a while, and then especially in the winter. The other thing, too, is if it wears really well, and I think it does a good job of sculpting, I can always darken it with the powder bronzer as well. So, yeah, so here's None. Here's the cream bronzer. I actually like it. That blended so easily. That was almost like the Makeup by Mario. Yeah, the only thing is, I think for typical everyday, or what my shade would be, minus my current circumstances, I think it's going to be too light, but I will obviously keep trying and continue to use it, even going into the summer, and see what happens. Also, I don't think I'll get this dark, but it could maybe work as a foundation stick. I don't know. It's a thought, but I think the formula itself is really, it feels really nice on the skin and feels really, really smooth. You get 0.25 ounces, so it's a lot. Now LYS, I know it's been around for a while. I just haven't had a chance to like pull the trigger. LYS, Ilia, and Kosas are just brands that I have been intrigued to try, especially like LYS's cream products, because I've heard nothing but good things. And Kosas complexion products, again, heard nothing but good things. Yeah, I definitely feel like I can make the shade really work. If I wasn't talking through, like, I could have had my cream bronzer done in like maybe less than 2 minutes, honestly. Or even, honestly, maybe even closer to less than a minute. Yeah, that looks... Wow. So far, so good. The concealer, I'm still kind of iffy on because it's already settling into fine lines. However, it doesn't, I feel like, look too bad. It definitely, like, my eyes look very hydrated and very awake. We'll have to see how it powders, because I think this is one I definitely need to powder. Like, let's be real here. Alrighty. Okay, so for cream blush, I don't have one. So, yeah, I don't have one. So let's just... Actually, do I have any other cream? Yeah, so I don't have any other cream products, so I'm going to powder my face using the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in shade light 205N. This is very, very light, but this seems to be the only powder that is light enough. So I'm going to start by powdering my under eye and seeing, I'll do one and seeing what happens. Okay, I feel like that definitely darkened my eye. Yeah, you can kind of see. Didn't make it crepey though, so that's good. I also realized I didn't do brows. Okay, I'll powder and then I'll do brows. I'm also seeing that foundation kind of settle. And it's settling into my fine lines. Yeah, it almost feels like it's fully settled in. So I'm gonna powder just one side and see. So this is a very matte powder, so I don't know, we'll maybe make my face a little too dry for my liking. Okay, so the bronzer is definitely gone away. And seems to be kind of okay. It's looking a little makeup-y, so maybe that particular foundation doesn't like this powder. And, oh, this earring almost popped out. Okay, so powdered, not powdered. I'm liking it not powdered. It still feels pretty wet, so I don't think this is one I can just kind of let go, the foundation. Yeah, and like, yeah, so I think this particular powder won't work well with this foundation. But set the other side. So I'll have to see if maybe some of my other powders will work. And then with that, if I am to use this powder with that cream bronzer, I'll definitely need to layer it a lot more, and I'll have to layer a powder bronzer over top. My skin is starting to look so good, and now it's definitely looking a lot more make it be, which is not necessarily like a deal breaker because hello, I'm wearing makeup, but that foundation really made my skin look like skin, you know? So the bronzer is peeking through. It's just not like it was before. I don't feel like my face is as sculpted as it was. Darn! Oh well. All right. Let me just kind of fill in my brows real quick. I'm going to do the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. Are y'all excited that it's spring now, or about, you know, if the weather warming up? I hope the weather's warming up where you are. Even with powder, that concealer is definitely looking really hydrating. I don't think it's covering enough, so maybe one I have to pair with a corrector or layer. Don't typically like to layer concealer just itself. I love the e.l.f. Putty Eye Brightener. That product is amazing. I haven't really found any of my concealers not work well with it, which is a plus. Because, you know, some days you need a little extra help hiding the dark circles, and that color corrector definitely helps hide them. All right, so brows are on. Let me do a powder bronzer real quick. I'm gonna go to the Give Beauty Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo and just and just coat into the powder bronzer portion just to bring some color back in. And also it's a really, I feel like almost a similar tone as the cream, as the LYS, in terms of like kind of leaning a little yellow. My goodness. Yeah, I would definitely need to set my face and get some moisture back into it. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can see it's definitely like washed out the back here. Yeah. So that's a little bit better. Okay. I got 2 blushes. So the first one I got is the Sephora Colorful Blush, and it's a matte blush, and it's in the shade 52 Self-Made. I thought this was just a really pretty, like, pinky blush. There's been a lot of products from Sephora's, like, collection that I really like. There's one thing I do want to try is definitely their brushes. I've heard really good things about their brushes, but I've told myself I need to go through my brushes again and really see what ones I, you know, realistically use, and then go from there. Okay, so let's see. Oh no! It's broken. It's like out of the component. Oh my. Oh no! But as you can see, it's a pretty, like, light blush. I mean, I can make it work. I just was not expecting that. It's supposed to be a matte blush. I had no clue that that was broken. Wow, this is really late, which I don't mind. Yeah, okay, so there's this shade. Yeah, as you can see, it's really, really light. I also am not trying to... Yeah, it just got all over my mirror. Oh, man. For the most part, I can make it work, but that's annoying. And because it was completely sealed, like, there was no way for me to tell. All right, I'm going to go into the ColourPop F31 brush and just kind of lightly, wow, really, really powdery. And then just kind of go in. On one side. And then I'll go with the other other blush on the other. So really pretty color, very, very light. Oh, it's really pretty. It's got a purpley undertone. Yeah, it's a really pretty, like, cool pink. I'm wondering if, I thought it might be similar to the Essence of Blush in Beloved, but I think this is a little bit more mauve-y, but that's really pretty. I like that. And I'm wondering if my mom will like that. Yeah, her blush that I recommended to her got discontinued, so she's trying to find, like, we're both trying to find, like, an equivalent, because she realistically, she uses one blush, one bronzer, and she goes through it. And so she wants to have something that she can constantly repurchase because, like I said, she pans things all the time. Yeah, that's really pretty. I actually really like it. It's not what I typically go for. I don't go for, like, cool tones a lot, but I'm branching out. I'm so sad that Baroque, I'm just going to have to, like, clean it and, like, press it in. That's annoying and sucks because it was sealed. Man. Oh well. It's fine. It's still usable. All right. The other blush I got is from Haus Labs. Now, this is the first product I'm using from Haus Labs, so I'm really excited about it. And it's their Color Fuse blush, and this is in the shade French Rosette. And it looks like it's a kind of like burnt orange, so it doesn't exactly match the other blush, but that's okay. And I love, like, the matte tone of it. Like, overall my face looks very, very matte, and then, like, my under eyes look very, very glowy. It's really interesting combination. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, these Haus Labs, the color matches the inside, so that's a really pretty color. Yeah, really, really pretty color. So it's French Rosette. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a different brush. I'll go to this one. Just the Eco Tools brush. Oh, there's a mirror on here too. It's a very, very, very tiny mirror, but there's a mirror. Well, let's see. Okay. Definitely is a matte blush. And I think these are these are reformulated, and I haven't tried the originals, so we'll just keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna. Ooh, I really like the color. Definitely has some punch to it. Really, really easy to blend. Yeah, it obviously has more punch than the light pink. Yeah, that's really pretty. I really like that color. It's like, it's pink, but not really. It has like an orange feel to it. I think that's just right up my alley, especially when I'm like tanner. That's really pretty. And it looks like it's sitting on the skin really good, smooth. That's super pretty. Wow, that's super pretty. And it's not very big. I've heard the other ones were like, they were really, really big. Yeah, that's a really pretty blush. Yeah, I'm definitely liking that. Like, you can tell, like, this gives more punch than this one. Obviously the colors are different. This one is a lot orange, like more orange. But that's super pretty. I like that. That'd be a great, like, everyday blush, I think, in the summer and going into the fall. Absolutely. Okay. Highlights, just real quick. I'm gonna go into the Sephora Colorful Illuminizer in Sparkling Honey. I love this highlighter. I have not been able to put it down. Yeah, I feel like this is just more subtle. Maybe to add just a little flush if, like, I want the focus to be elsewhere. And then this is just like, bam. Here, that's better. Yeah, it's so pretty. So pretty. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, for eyes. Yeah, I'm just going to go into the Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. I'm actually going to go into this shade and just kind of put it all over the lid. Nothing crazy. Actually, first, you know what? I'm going to go into this shade here. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth. You know what? I'm just going to actually... I'm going to go into my kind of stash, and I'm going to go into the Star Wars the Child palette because I've been just kind of using it. I'm just gonna put this in the shade in the crease. It's called just like a Tatooine. Just put it in the crease because I didn't get any eyeshadow, just to kind of put something on there. It's one thing I've been really liking to do is just I put something in here, either just a regular crease shadow or bronzer, and then moving on. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. And then let me see. I'm gonna spray the Make It Last Milani setting spray to see how it does. That kind of helps the situation a little bit. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna go into, just continuing with the Sephora Collection Waterproof 12-Hour Retractable Eyeliner in Matte Chocolate Brown on my upper lash line and define it a little bit. It's a really pretty warm brown and it's super creamy. It's one thing I have missed is just to be in this room and create either sewing, getting in front of the camera, doing makeup. That's one thing. Yeah, like I said, I've been really missing that. So I'm so excited to be back. And then for mascara, I'm gonna go into the Fenty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara. This is just a little mini. Just gonna do just the upper lash line. This is actually, I think, almost out. Alrighty, then the last thing I got, like kind of makeup wise, is this Summer Fridays Dream Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Soft Mauve. Really pretty. It's a plush lip oil that glides on like a dream to deliver high shine, tint, and deep hydration. So it says, apply to bare lips or layer over your favorite lip color or line for added dimension. So let's see. Oh, it's really, really pretty. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, this is the ColourPop Star Wars Mandalorian Din Djarin like lip oil. Tell me that's not the exact same shade. And that looks pretty much the exact same shade. So I've never tried Summer Fridays, like or their like jet lag sleep mask, or some of their their lip pumpers, not lip pumpers. My brain. I've also been kind of like out of the loop of everything. What is? Oh wow. Okay, so big fat applicator. We'll focus on it. Nope. Yeah, so big fat applicator. Definitely more of a cool tone pink, so not as quite as oh, you know what this looks like? Yeah, same color. Wow, really smooth. And I actually hadn't heard a whole lot about these. I've heard good things about Summer Fridays and some of their products, but I haven't heard a whole lot about these. Ooh, definitely put too much, so that's my own fault. Very smooth, very hydrating. I think I put a little too much. I like the color because my lips, as you saw, like don't have a whole lot of pigmentation. Okay, I'm starting to feel the minty. Let me just kind of wipe off like the little bit of excess that I accidentally, like I said, I went a little too much. I don't want it to be too goopy. Yeah, really smooth, really hydrating. I don't feel like it's the minty is really, really painful or anything. And I also don't feel like it'd be enough for it to like make my lips look huge. But I love the color. I feel like it just added some color to my lips, as you can see. And I think it's good size. So I think I can stick this in my purse and I can really hydrate my lips while putting some color on. I'm also kind of weary with, like, honestly, I haven't been wearing a ton of lip product. But when I saw this, I thought this was like a really good, like everyday purse kind of a lip, because one is plumping and also it adds a lot of pigmentation, where some of the other lip oils, in my opinion, that I have don't add enough lip pigmentation without me having to put like a lip liner on. So I'm really liking this. This is really, really it feels really smooth. And yeah, and like I said, definitely hydrating. Oh yeah, and this is definitely one like you don't even need a mirror. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so here is the look. Let me zoom you out. I'll kind of go over all the different products I tried. All right, so we have one of the boys here with me. Got a little fussy, so hey yo. So he decided to join me while I finish out this video. Okay, so first off, the Ilia foundation stick. I really liked the shade. I was definitely concerned. I also liked it before I powdered. So we'll have to kind of see. It could be that powder. Yeah. After I've sprayed it, that always tends to help and make the powderiness, especially with that foundation. Yeah. He's putting in his 2 cents. You're just going to distract me, yes you are. So for that foundation, I'll have to see if that works well with other powders, or if I just, have to figure out how to set it or leave it as is and let it, wait a little longer for it to set. But I was definitely genuinely surprised with the shade because I thought it was going to be a lot darker. The Kosas concealer, now, does it not crease? No. I have some fine lines, so it's going to crease. It creases about the same as my other ones. Hey! So the Kosas concealer creases about the same as most of my other concealers. I think it's really hydrating. It's definitely got a lot more glow even after I powdered it. We'll just kind of have to see. The coverage is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd have a little more. Granted, I just also do have darker circles than what I'm used to, like, let's be real. Yeah, I'll just kind of have to see and test out, and also would like to test it out with the e.l.f. Under Eye Brightener. Hi, Buggy. They haven't really been in here, so he's like looking around. Hi. So the LYS bronzer, he's just wanting to wiggle. I really liked the formula itself, but I think the shade for full on year round for me, I think will be too light, but I think I can make it work, honestly. I do my best, honestly, to make any of them work, any items I purchase work. So I think I can make that one work. I really like the formula. It was really creamy, really smooth. I really like the creaminess of it. I'm wondering if their blushes will probably match the same formula. I looked at the shades, and for whatever reason, the shades just didn't move me for whatever reason, which is odd. But the bronzer itself, I think it's a really nice bronzer. Again, it blended super quickly, and the fact that it's a stick, so it's really easy to apply, and it was really, really quick. And as you can see, I got my hands full. This is just one of them, and I got another one of these. So I need products that are super quick to apply and also work really well with my skin and my skin tone as well as last. So we'll have to see how long it lasts, and yeah, I'll let you know obviously in the future speed reviews. So for the blushes, the Sephora one, it was kind of disappointing that one ended up broken, but the color itself, as you can see, is a lot lighter, but I do like the tone of it. I think there's a place for it in my collection, and I love the matte finish on it. I like mixing both matte and dewy finishes, or like more of a highlight kind of a finish, or more of a glowy finish. So I think it looks really good on my skin. It looks really, really smooth. Again, I really like the tone of it. I thought it was different enough. Hi. You are wide awake, sir. Yes, you are. And you are pulling on mommy's hair. My battery died. So where was I? The Sephora blush, the House Lab blush is one that blew me away, and I love the smoothness of it, and I think it's a really, really good addition. I love the color. I think it looks really well with my skin tone, and it'll look great even when I'm tanner. So really excited about the blushes, but it's hard not to get me excited about blush. And then lastly, the Summer Fridays lip oil. I really like it. Honestly, it's going to go directly into my purse, and I think it's going to be a phenomenal addition. And so I'm really excited about it, and I love how smooth it makes my lip. Yeah, so stay tuned for future speed reviews. I will be testing these products out as well as some other ones, and let you know my thoughts after I've kind of played with them a little bit more and tried different combinations. That's something I like to do before like I give a full like, yes, you should really try this product, or no. Sometimes with first impressions, I already have those thoughts, but honestly, like, the blushes and the lip oil would probably be the only thing I could give that like approval for. Yeah. Or that I could give like, yes, like I think the formula is great and I think the colors are awesome, and so I think you would be really happy with it and give that my recommendation. The other products like the concealer, the foundation, and the bronzer, I typically have to try different things, especially like cream products, because I also want to see how they work on different bases, and also do the foundations and concealers work well with other bases as well as, or other powders and other cream products. So I like to really test them out and try different combinations. And Leo is really giving his opinion. As you can see, I need to wrap up this video and go play and tend to this one. So let me know your thoughts on this look and if you've tried any of these makeup products. Also subscribe if you are new here. I love to join a little family that's growing here on YouTube. We do vlogs, DIYs, sewing projects, and of course makeup videos. And as you can see, we'll have a lot more twin content coming as well. So I would love you to subscribe if you're interested in any of that. Follow me on Instagram. It is at From Hem to Stem. I try to post daily on there and post like reels as well. So love to have you over there as well. So, oh my goodness. He's saying, Mommy, finish up this video. So thank you again so much for watching. I know towards the end it got a little chaotic with our little visitor here. So yeah, we're gonna go hang out. Go say hi to Daddy and brother, huh? Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Daddy and brother. Yeah, I thank you again so much for watching, and let me know any products you would like for me to test out also below. And we're back to these sit down videos, so I will get back in my groove. Yeah. Thank you again so much for watching, and we might see you in our next video. Bye.